Hey guys, welcome back. So we defeat all the elites, it's time we face something more dangerous. Yeah, the background music and just this whole background thingy just gives me thinking I'm playing something else right now. I mean, this is just not the feeling of Pokemon in any way. This is like I'm playing Dragon Quest. So we come across this ninja which kind of reappears and just disappears into the thin air. And wow, that's some speed. Nanda speedoda. Um, as you may know, some of you guys may have questioned on YouTube, why are there like 9,000 likes and only 310 views? That's because those videos are watched by ninjas. Now you know. Believe it or not, that's your thing. So we come across this dude, and he's all evil, and you know, when there's evil in Pokemon, there needs to be a legendary Pokemon close to it, or just something evil, like I'm gonna rule over the world with my Ditto and bunch of coughings and maybe a Rattata. And yeah, I don't know how can you do that, but I guess they have balls. But these guys don't really mess around. They are really truly just one of those yeah, nothing to mess around. You will see in a second. So I was thinking this is the champ for a second. I was like, damn, didn't I whip his ass before? I mean, if this is the champ, there's nothing special to it. I just need to whip his ass again for free. What? Now that's what I call a good Nintendo DS cutscene. So let's do this. It's time we catch this thing. Almighty legendary Pokemon reappears. It activates the Terra Voltage. Okay, Sky, you can do this. You can do this. Go for the Crush Claw. Come on, Sky, you can do this. So I'm gonna predict the obvious Dragon Breath coming. I know he's not gonna go straight for electric move. It's way too predictable, and this is by far the most competitive battle ever. So I'm gonna go to TJ Talks to rack stuff up, and he's gonna go for Dragon Breath. I was actually predicting the obvious electric move coming, but god damn, he was predicting that, and that was sucking on my part because he paralyzed me right now, and this is truly not good for me. Now he's gonna go for Zen Headbutt, try to get some para flinching going on. I was like, through this whole game, I didn't come to such a competitive battler and to think that there is not a single trainer behind him saying, oh, go for the explosion, you know, it's Pokemon going against me, it's battling better than all that NPCs before. So he's gonna go for some Dragon Breath and take me out. I was like, damn it, you know, the power of the Dragon's Breath, which just kills you off. And it's surely a good move because it has a chance to paralyze you, and Zen Headbutt is just so good of a move, and this is more physical oriented, so Zen Headbutt can do a good amount of damage to a lot of things. So Yeah, I'm gonna go to Thorn because electric needs to go against electric and almighty and glory of electric madness. So I'm just gonna try to paralyze it because I want to take him down to as slow level as possible. I'm gonna go for the unstab move just to be sure that even a crit will not kill. I can go for the charge beam which he resists, but come on, you never know what can happen and I don't want to risk. Then again, charge beam is pretty low power move, so I know I would have not killed, but then again I can get special attack race, and going with a special attack race may kill him, so I didn't want to take that risk. He's gonna go for Dragon Breath and take me yet again down. So, you know, in order to catch this fade, I need to make some sacrifices, you know. Sacrifices need to be made in order to catch this fade, if we go talk correctly. So I'm gonna go to Soul, and I'm gonna go for the physical oriented move, and I know my physical side is pretty poor, and resistance is not gonna kill. Now I'm thinking, hey, I can go for one more, but I don't want to take that chance. So he gets the paralyze in the perfect time, and I'm gonna go for the balls. And as you can see, I'm gonna go for the ultra ball, which is actually my 69. If you have seen that for a mere second, that's my 69. The funny part is I'm gonna catch it with this ball. And even more funny part is I didn't really plan on using 69. That just kind of happened, you know. I just kind of through this whole through this whole game, I was just buying some balls, you know, 5, 6 ultra balls a day. But it kind of comes to 69, and I was actually shocked at the point. I mean, what are the chances of getting 69 without even planning on doing that? And it actually works. God damn, it's like one ultra ball was enough, but that may as well be because of the paralyzation boosting my chances of catching it. So it tells you here, this little text tells you if you want to switch one of your Pokemon and get your electric legendary Pokemon into your party. And I did that because he's using legendary fire dragon, and I'm gonna use a legendary electric dragon. So, you know, a legendary versus legendary, let's try to balance, because really form doesn't have any good moves right now. Pretty low level, it doesn't really do anything, just paralyze and pretty much fail. Because when it comes to the moveset, really form lacks good moveset at the moment, and it's really not backing him up in any way possible. So it pretty much dies, and it's better to have something electric that actually is a higher level. Dragon electric can come handy at the moment. So he's gonna go for that signature fire move, which I don't know what it's named. And I'm gonna go for Dragon Breath because I'm a little more intelligent. I'm gonna go for something that he's actually weak to. And now I believe that thing is a little more specially orientated and more special attacker. My Zeus is more physical orientated and more physical attacker, because Zen Headbutt can do a lot, and Dragon Breath is physical oriented. Special oriented move. And that thing is doing a lot to me, even with something that I actually resist. I'm pretty surprised at that. And Dragon Breath is doing a good amount, but he's gonna play like a little cheap bastard that he is. He's gonna go for that full restore. I would have win that, but you know, he just needs to play cheap in order to take me down, because you know, I'm using a legendary. Yeah, at that point every NPC out there needs to use full restore everywhere. So he takes me out with a Hyper Beam. I kind of like look like a noob right here, you know, Hyper Beam going on. Everybody that's been using a Hyper Beam on Wi-Fi, what's the first thing that comes to mind when the viewer watch somebody use a Hyper Beam? A noob, right? Well, that Hyper Beam takes me out, so that move was actually pretty goddamn devastating. So I'm gonna go to Sky because normal and flying equals awesome, and Sky is just a goddamn awesome Pokemon. It just looks awesome. It looks, how do we say, so awesome. All the Pokemon out there can bow before him. He is the glory. So yeah, he's gonna predict my switch like a pro right there, and I was like, god damn it, wow, bravo. So he's gonna put up the hell, and I'm gonna go to Soul, being that I am fire and Ghost. I can still resist all his ice moves, and I know he doesn't like act like a hiding power ground, or I don't know what that thing can have, but that thing is pretty devastating in his stats. That's nothing to mess with. That ice cream right there is just nothing to mess with. So yeah, I'm gonna go Shadow Balls. just to finish it off. I know I will. He should have just go for the Blizzard. Blizzard would have taken me down to like half, and Hell would have done even more damage. I like how Hell doesn't. There's no animation when Hell, when like a person puts up Sandstorm in a Vifa or anywhere else. It just shows once and damn, just it damages you really quickly, and doesn't. Like I said, doesn't put up animation after every turn, because that would make the game long, and that's why people did kind of hate the Tyranitar, because it's Sandstorm, like it didn't take you anywhere. And now you can put up like a Sandstorm and it doesn't really take no time, because it just bam bam, you know, just move on. So he's gonna go to this Titanic. I was like, what? Blastoise brother? As long as it is 4-time weak being rock and water, a grass knot can kill it off, and that's pretty good. So DJ Talk just takes down something that's 4-time weak to grass, as well as I'm 4-time weak to grass at the moment. That's pretty cool. He's gonna Hyper Beam outspeed me, but he's gonna miss. That's very unlucky on his part, like 90% to hit, 10% to miss. Yeah, I'm pretty lucky, and I know that would have killed me, but then again, I would have killed him with something else pretty easy at that point. But that didn't happen. It's still pretty cool. I'm gonna go for Surf. That thing is pretty speedy. I was thinking that, like, just looking at it, looks like Slowbro speed, but it's actually not. And it looks like Magnezone version 2. I still don't know too much about it. I know it's pure Steel, I believe. I did, yeah, learn a thing or two about Black and White. At least the typing in this video is pure Dark. And yeah, Zoroark, his last guy, which he didn't really use his ability, but who cares? It's still cool. At least I know what I'm facing right now. I'm gonna go to Soul, predict the Flamethrower. This is the reason I go to my my Solid, which is 4-time weak to it. And he's gonna Night Slash. I was hoping, I was just praying to God he's gonna be faster, but didn't happen, and he takes me out with a Night Slash being stabbed. It's an easy kill. I'm gonna go to Sky because my main player just needs to take down his main player, and I'm gonna go for the just sharpen my claws and boost my attack and accuracy. Accuracy is kind of not important right now because my moves don't really miss all too much, but still, you know, it's still better. At least I get the attack raise. He's gonna get special V drop, which is kind of not important, being that I'm gonna kill him with a Crush Claw. So final Crush Claw for the kill. The reason I boost my attack is because I didn't want to get the chance of not killing him. He can just keep on full restoring like for 2 turns, and that would have been just lame. So I just kind of speed that progress up. Yeah, he's gonna go to his last guy, and I was thinking that Zoroark was actually his star player, but I was wrong. It's a Birdie, so look at this. Birdie versus a Birdie. I mean, it cannot get more epic than that. I'm gonna switch out because I don't want to die, being that it is rock type. I know it can take whatever I have, Shadow Claw, Crush Claw. It can take whatever flying move I have. And even with the boost, it's still not gonna do too much. So I'm gonna go to DJ Talks to have it step far, knowing that it can outspeed and it can probably kill me. It doesn't matter if I'm just gonna have it as that for right now. The result would have been the same. So I'm gonna go to Mummy, thinking, hey, I may have a chance, but he goes for that move, and I'm still really confused what the hell that move is. I really don't know. So I'm gonna go to Solid, being sure I can take whatever. And just look at this. This is weird. Maybe that previous move takes the effect of this, but this did a lot. This did Jesus of load damage. I was like, what the hell was that? Because this next Stone Edge is gonna do way less, like way less. Something that previous move kind of boost his rock type attacks or something, because this did way too much. And look at this. Look at his next Stone Edge, how much it would do. I mean, that was like not near the max. The previous did like more than half, and the second one did like so little, and it wasn't a crit, and that really gives me question what the hell happened there. But as you can see, I get a crit with X-Scissor, which kind of matter. I was kind of hoping that Solid will go down so I can go to my bird and take him out with a Crush Claw. At that point of HP, it would have taken him out with my star player, but that didn't happen, and that was a good game. Very close game, dude. Yeah, and that's all for today. I hope you have enjoyed. Next time we will be facing, I guess it's his boss. Yeah, this dude. Yeah, next time.